welcome to the fourth video in the introduction series. My name is Paul, and let's get started. So today we are going to be doing a currency exchange using if statements and just a couple variables. So we are basically for the next for this video and the next video, we're just going to be doing some applications so that we can get a better understanding of loops and if statements and everything that we've learned so far in the series, just to help us out. In the sixth video, I will be going over new content, which will be vectors and arrays. So let's just dive right into today. So we're gonna go ahead and name this currency, and this one's actually really fun. It's about 30 lines of code, if not a little, it's about less, but it's a really cool because you can extend on it, you can change it out the way you want, modify it. It's really nice. So we have to do a couple things. We have to include, of course, our basic header, which is IOString. Next, we need new things, which is two new headers. One is going to be string because we're dealing with strings. The next is going to be, I'm sorry, you know what? We actually don't need the string. Alright. So this next one is just going to be CTSD or CSTD library. Perfect. Now we can go ahead and using name space standard count. Perfect. Alright. So let's go ahead and get started. We have our headers. And we have our using namespace. So now we can go ahead and get started in our initial function. What we have to do is we have to declare a couple things. So we're dealing with cache, and cache can be a lot of numbers. It can even deal with decimals. So it has to be a double because it can be dealt with decimals. So we need a double. Now we need a basic integer. Actually no, we'll do a double. We'll deal with yen. And then we'll do another double, and this one is going to be euros. Perfect. So now what we can do is we need to declare these. So I just checked them the other day, and they might have gone down or up, but euro was at a 0.88 to US dollar. A yen was a 110.87 to a US dollar. So now that we have initialized these, so the yens and the euros, we've already declared what their value is, right? Like the user is not going to be able to enter in what the yen is or the euro just because we've already initialized them and we've already equaled them to these numbers. So that's what they are. Cache though is what the user is going to be able to enter in. So we can go ahead and see out, and we can go ahead and say hello there. I'm your local exchange rate system. Now we need the in line, and then we can go ahead and see out another one just to make it look nice, and we can say please enter the dollar amount to turn into yen. So the first one we're going to do is we're going to turn it into yen. So we have to do cin console n, and then we're going to do our cache. Perfect. So what we can do then is we're gonna make a if statement. So if cash is greater than or equal to 0.0, then we're gonna do a couple things. We're gonna say cout your and then cash, because we're gonna tell them what it is. USD. We'll just say US. Turns into. Then this is where it's gonna get fun. So we're gonna say cash times yen, right? Because we want to convert our USD into yen, so we have to multiply it. And then we're gonna say yen. In line there. Perfect. So we can go ahead and do another one. We can say I can also turn your USD, we'll just say your US into euros. Alright. And then we'll say please enter the amount of USD to turn it into euros. Perfect. We have the space and end line. So now all we have to do is cn, and we're going to do another cash. Oops. Now, the reason why, let me just pause real quick. So the reason why I didn't make a cash 2, and I totally could, and that would work. If I made basically another double, and I said cash 2, I could totally do that. But the reason why I'm just leaving it as cash is because so what we're doing here is we're entering in something for cash, right? And as long as cash is greater than 0, it'll turn my cash into yen, whatever dollar amount I did, and it'll give me that amount in yen. Then what it's gonna do is it's gonna ask me again. It can also turn the US dollar into euros. So sorry. So basically, what it's doing is it is deleting whatever value I had entered in before, and it's gonna basically be a new one. So if I enter 10 up here, and then I can enter 12 down here, or whatever number I want. I could enter in 10 again, sure, but it's basically just deleting it and replacing it with a new number I had put into it. So we already have a number in the box, which was up here, and then now we're taking that number out of the box and replacing it with a new one, basically. So that's what I'm doing. So now what we can do is cout your cash US turns into, and I'm gonna do cash times euro, and then yeah, we'll go ahead and inline that. Perfect. So let's go ahead and start without debugging and go ahead and build this. All right, perfect. So it says, hello there, I'm your local exchange rate. Please enter the dollar amount to turn into yen. So I'm going to do, just to show that it works, 1. Because 1 is going to give me 110.87, right? Boom. Your 1 US turns into 110.87. That's when you know it works. This is all about a debugging process. So now I'm going to do 1 again, just so that I know that I can get 0.88, so I know it works, right? So I'm going to go 1. Boom. Your 1 US turns into 0.88. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually get rid of this US just because, make it cleaner looking. So I'm going to go ahead and do it again now. But now that we know that it works, we can go ahead and do something crazy. So we'll do 10. So your $10 turns into, 1,108.7 yen. So we can do, I don't know, 23. Your $23 turns into 20.24 in euros. Alright? Boom. That is it, guys. Right there. And that is how you do it for your currency exchange. So you could totally add on, right, to this. You could add tons and tons of different currencies. All you would have to do is make sure it's a double and call it whatever you want, and then so just declare a variable, then look it up to a US dollar or whatever currency you are doing, and then make sure you declare it. All right. So make sure you give it a number already, because we don't want the user to enter in a number for it, because they're not gonna know. The computer needs to know, and then just add another one of you can add another if statement, or you can just put it onto this one and basically just do I can also do blah blah blah, and then boom, do the exact same thing. Just keep adding cash, or you can add another cash too. But that's about it, guys. I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. Please comment and subscribe. If you have any questions, comment down below and I will get back to you as soon as possible. Well, thank you so much, guys, for joining me today, and I will see you in the next video.